Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're an outdoor enthusiast or someone planning your first camping trip, you've probably heard a few safety myths. Today, we're going to bust some common myths related to campfires, shelter, food safety, navigation, and first aid that could keep you safe when you're out in the wild. Let's get started. Myth number 1. Building a campfire near a tree is safe. Many campers think it's convenient to build a fire near trees for shelter or ambience, but this is a dangerous idea. Fire can easily spread to trees, especially if it's windy, and cause a wildfire. Always build your fire at least 10 to 15 feet away from trees, shrubs, and anything flammable. Myth number 2. Putting out a fire with water is the best way. While water can extinguish a fire, it's not the safest or most effective method. Pouring water on your fire can send hot embers flying, increasing the risk of starting a fire elsewhere. Instead, use dirt or sand to completely smother the fire, then pour a little water to ensure it's out. Myth number 3. It's okay to leave a small fire unattended. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Even small flames can flare up unexpectedly and become uncontrollable. Always keep a close eye on your campfire, and never leave it unattended, even for a short time. Myth number 4. A tarp is enough shelter for all weather. Tarps are great for basic shelter, but they don't provide protection from wind, rain, or cold temperatures. Always bring a well-constructed tent for more reliable shelter, especially if you're camping in unpredictable weather. Myth number 5. Tents can't be damaged by wind. You might think your tent is sturdy enough to withstand strong winds, but many tents aren't designed for extreme conditions. Always check the weather forecast before you go, and make sure your tent is properly anchored to avoid being torn apart by the wind. Myth number 6. It's okay to sleep next to a tree in a storm. Trees can look like perfect spots for shelter, but during storms, they become a serious hazard. Strong winds can cause branches to break, and lightning can strike the tallest object in the area, often a tree. Always set up camp in an open, safe area, away from large trees. Myth number 7. Wild berries are always safe to eat. Not all wild berries are edible. Some can be toxic and cause serious illness. Always research local plants before you head out, and when in doubt, avoid eating wild berries unless you're 100% sure they're safe. Myth number 8. Cooking meat over an open fire is enough to kill bacteria. Cooking meat over an open fire can be tricky. It might look cooked on the outside, but it's crucial to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Use a meat thermometer to ensure it's safe to eat. Always make sure it reaches the recommended internal temperature. Myth number 9. You can leave food out overnight without attracting animals. Leaving food out overnight can be dangerous. Wildlife, such as bears, raccoons, and squirrels, are often attracted to food smells. Always store your food in a bear-proof container, or hang it at least 10 to 12 feet off the ground in a tree. Myth number 10. You can always find your way by following a river. Rivers can be helpful for navigation, but they don't always lead to the right destination. Rivers can change course, and you may end up walking in circles or in the wrong direction. It's better to use a map and compass for precise navigation. Myth number 11. The sun rises in the east, so you can always orient yourself that way. While it's true the sun rises in the east, weather conditions like clouds or mountains can obscure your view. In areas with poor visibility, it's essential to use a compass and be familiar with the terrain. Myth number 12. A compass is only useful in remote areas. A compass is useful no matter where you are. Even in familiar areas, a compass helps you avoid getting lost, especially in dense forests or unfamiliar terrain. Myth number 13. You can treat any wound with just water and soap. While cleaning a wound with water and soap is important, it's not always enough to prevent infection. For larger wounds, you need to apply pressure to stop bleeding, and in some cases, you may need stitches. Always have a full first aid kit with you. Myth number 14. You only need a basic first aid kit. A basic first aid kit is great, but if you're going on a longer hike or to more remote areas, you should have a more comprehensive kit. Include extra supplies like antiseptic wipes, gauze, pain relievers, and tools for treating more serious injuries. Myth number 15. You can always rely on your phone for emergency help. While phones are great for navigation and communication, they won't always work in remote areas due to signal loss. Always be prepared with a backup plan, like a whistle, a mirror, or a satellite phone if you're heading into the wilderness. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this video helped you clear up some myths and gave you the information you need to stay safe out there. Remember, preparation is key when it comes to outdoor adventures. Stay smart, stay safe, and happy camping. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more outdoor tips. See you in the next one.